Good morning. I am in Immersive, and I want to walk you through a couple of processes, I guess is the best word to use, a couple of simulations. Since we're not able to use our CNC machines, and I've asked you guys to run your part through simulation before you submit it to me. A couple of you guys have made a couple comments that you were having problems getting the simulator to work. So I'm going to run through two different simulators today just so we can see what they are, how they're working, and make sure that we're doing everything right. Now, you should have already got an announcement in your 107 shell this morning about if you're having problems getting the applications bar, that's this bar up here, to work for you. So if you don't see this, if you don't see the applications, the machines up there, you need to click applications. From there, you've got anything from Machine Calc Pro all the way over to the VF3 workbook. So today what we're going to start on is the CNC plotter lathe. So we're going to open the product launcher, and this is very similar to how the machine is. We'll press on, power on, and then we're going to reset. So it has a program already on it, 2050, but that's not the program that I want. So I'm going to do receive RS-232, and I'm going to go find the program that I already placed on the desktop. And it is program 2. That's the program that you guys have made just a little bit ago. Now it goes ahead and pulls it up, and already goes ahead and grabs my graphic representation of the part. So that's really good. So I can go ahead and just hit cycle start from right here. It runs my part, it parts it off, it takes care of all the operations of it. Now from there, I can expand this out. I can go kind of some different views at it. It's just two-dimensional. It's super straightforward here. You can see you've got X, Y, and Z. It's pretty basic, but it will do your graphic checks. So typically when I'm checking your parts, I might pop it in through here, or I might pop it in to the TL1 simulator, and that's what I'm going to go to next. So if you're in here, you can edit the program. You can do all the stuff that you need to. So here's another one that's going to be just a little bit more realistic for our applications. So here's the Haas TL1. Open product launcher. Same situation. This TL1 doesn't look quite like ours, but it's pretty similar. You get the idea. So let's do the same thing. So RS-232. We're going to go in all programs. It's on my desktop. I'm going to pull program 2. That's our program. It's here. I can go into edit. I can go MDI. I can do all the things that I need to. So I've got my machine here. Kind of not necessarily what our machines look like, but it is a TL1. So what's kind of odd about this one is the TL1s don't come factory with the tool changer. Ours have the tool changer on as an option. So they have the drop-in tool holders. Those are lined up here in 1 through 10. So I had you guys start out with your program being tool 1 for your turning tool, for roughing and for finishing, and then tool 4 for your part-off tool. Now in this setup here, tool 1 is a part-off tool. Tool 2 is a turning tool that we can use for roughing and finishing. So what I'm going to need to do is I've got my program up here is program 2. I'm going to go in and do some editing on that program. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to go down to T101. So I had listed here turret position 1 and tool offset 1. That now needs to be T202. And then I'm just going to hit Alter, change that, arrow on down to my finish pass. There it is. Same thing. Tool 2, offset 2, and Alter. Now, I'm going to keep arrowing down because what I had for 4 as a part-off tool, this machine has set up as tool 1. So alter that. So I've done all of my altering that I need for my program. I just changed those two tool numbers. Okay, so another thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and bring this in so I can see it just a little bit better. Now I want to display my material. I can reset my material. I can display my material. I want to go to a 4 inch long, 1 inch diameter, and reset that. And so from here on out, I can hit cycle start. Oh, I'm sorry. Go back to memory. Now hit cycle start. Okay, so now I've got my tool moving in. Facing off, you can see the green arrow here is my simulation for my spindle turning the right direction. Taking my cuts. Here's my part off. Now, if you notice what I did on this one, I'm going to go back into edit. I went in and shrink that down a little bit. So I parted my part off. Went back up to 1, went out to 5, and then went home position, and that's what we have here. Let's go back to 1, and we've got our part parted off. There's a little bit of step back behind that part, but we did turn it back just a little bit far, just so we could get that clearanced out for our part off tool. So that's the emulator on using the TL1. And just remember, we're not going to get a complete apples to apples simulation, but it's pretty close. We can see that our part turned the right diameters, did the right things. So you need to really run your parts through either this one or the CNC lathe plotter. All right, if you have any problems, let me know.